Louise, thank you for coming and seeing me, see about your appraisal. So the purpose of this meeting is to discuss the performance process and how you've performed over the last 12 months. You get the opportunity to discuss how you have performed, we'll look at your objectives and what actions we need to take in this meeting. Before I discuss the performance process, how are you and how is everything going?
Yeah, I'm good, thank you. Yeah, the role's been quite physically demanding, but I'm coping well, and I was happy to pass my probation. And certainly the first few months I've been here, I think, have gone quite well.
Oh, good. Yes, it's definitely a demanding job. Have you had any holidays? You've been able to rest?
No, not really. I've been quite busy, so I've tried to keep that time to a minimum.
Okay. Hopefully you have something in the future.
I'm sure.
Okay, well, good as well. Before I discuss the process, do you have any questions?
No.
No questions? Okay. We'll just go through the process.
Okay.
Okay, so we need to know what is expected of us and be given honest and regular feedback on how we are doing. So performance management process can help us do this. And it shows it's beneficial to you and to us as an organisation.
Yep.
Okay, there is a process of how it works. So we have an IPR1 in January, we set the objectives, and IPR2 midway through the year, which you review your objectives, see how you're going, and then end of year review, IPR3, which you look at objectives and then set ones for next year. And in between that also, then you have one-to-ones of your team leader or manager to discuss your performance.
Okay.
Okay, so the IPR1, your objectives agreed in a two-way discussion, which clarifies what is expected of you throughout the year. And the employee is responsible for managing their own performance as well by recording what you've achieved. So we take into account your performance and everything you've done throughout the year. So we'll be looking at for evidence as well. So IPR2, that's when I will gather some evidence from talking to your peers and team leaders to see how you're getting on and discuss your performance. And also look at your objectives and see if they need amending in any way to meet your work.
Yeah.
Okay, then you've got IPR3, so the end of year review, which is then an opportunity for you to give your evidence of how you've been working. And then we'll give you a rating at the end of the year and see how you got on.
Okay.
Okay, so in the middle of this you have your one-to-ones where you can discuss your performance, your objectives, making sure your objectives are relevant and still measurable and realistic. Okay, and then so at the end of you going back to IPR3, so we'll give you some ratings that we can give you. Some details. Okay, so there is performance of effective, good and excellent. So effective performance is achieving the required standard of the role, so you're achieving your targets.
Yeah.
So then you've got your good rating, which should be above the required standard. So take on additional projects and then which are delivered and also demonstrate company values.
Yeah.
And then the excellent is those who would be achieving criteria for good, but as meeting that and 100% stretch targets.
Okay.
And also demonstrating company values as well as doing the role and model influence others.
Okay.
So they're the ratings. So the ones to aim for. I think that's everything covered. Do you have any questions on that?
No, I'm quite happy with that. That's a good explanation, thank you.
Okay, so we'll just look at your KPIs over the last 12 months. You can see here. So you successfully completed 3 months probation. How did you find this?
Yeah, it was good. I mean, it was a lot to take in initially. It was quite sort of difficult for me to grasp everything initially, but I found it, eventually I got the hang of it. I found it quite tiring due to all the physical demands of the job, but I soon got the hang of things. Okay,
good. Okay, we'll just look at the figures. You can see from shows that the majority of your work is undertaken as outbound. Is there any particular reason?
I don't enjoy it much. I'm not sure I fully understand the process, to be honest.
Have you had a chance to read raises about the inbounds?
No, not really.
Okay. Would you like to have some refresher training maybe that might help you fully understand it and get better?
I think that would be very useful,
okay.
yes.
Right, we'll make sure we arrange this with your team leader. Okay, next we'll look at the outbound figures. The targets have increased over the few months. How have you found this?
Yeah, I met the targets, and I've made sure that I've achieved the safety standards that were important. I've had good opportunity to do different types of variety of the work on different equipments, and I always make sure that I'm available for extra work, shift, overtime, etc.
Oh, that's good. Okay, so obviously there's things that went really well. What did you find that went not so well? Have you got maybe any weaknesses that we can look at?
Yeah, we've talked about the inbound orders, so yeah, that was one thing. I feel one thing in particular is that I'm not mixing very well with the team, and I feel quite isolated. I feel that I'm excluded from some of their social events. I'm not being invited, so I don't really feel part of the team.
Okay. This has been actually observed by some of the team leaders, brought to my attention. Why do you think this is?
I think I just get frustrated sometimes and I take it out on other people within the team.
Okay. Is there anything we can do to help this? So we've got an employee assistance programme, maybe you can contact them.
Yeah, that's definitely something I could consider, most definitely.
Yeah, it would be good for you to try and maybe build relationships within the team, so maybe this would be an action for you. Okay, maybe organise, you mentioned about social events not being invited, maybe organise one of your own, if it depends what you're interested in. That's just an idea.
Yeah, okay, I'll give that some thought.
Okay, going back to the KPIs, says your actual performance is not increasing as we'd expect to be the best in class. Is there anything we can do for you to reach this?
To be honest, I'm just feeling demotivated at the moment and I'm not feeling part of the team, which is what we've talked about. So maybe if I could work with other people to try and help me understand what it is that I need to do to reach those targets, that would be quite useful.
Yeah, definitely we can rearrange that and maybe work with one of the high performers, maybe understand, see what they do. Do you feel like you need any training regarding the outbounds to try and get these targets up?
No, not as far as the outbound. I feel I can undertake that work quite well.
Okay, that's good. I've also noted, just gone something different, noted that you've had 8 days absence in the last 12 months. They were on 4 occasions with 2 days absences taken at a time. And they all seem to be in the same time of the month. Is there any reason with regard to this?
Yeah, I mean, essentially it's down to the old time of the month issues. So I've been in discussions with my GP and we're trying to sort that as it is. So hopefully that will improve.
Oh, brilliant. No, thank you. And also do notice that no right to work, return to work interviews have been carried out by your team leader, which is a bit of a concern. So what I'll do is I'll make sure your team leaders conduct that to make sure everything's okay and then provide any support if you need it. Is there anything further you'd like to learn? Do you see yourself progressing within the company?
Yes, definitely. I would definitely like to progress. I like the look of the team leader role. So it would be something that I would be very interested in terms of a promotion with more responsibilities.
Okay, I can hear that. Thank you. Okay, that's good. That's good you want to progress with the company. So in order to progress within this level, we'd like to make sure you'll be best in the class. It'd also be good for you to build your relationships with team members, which we mentioned earlier. And to gain their trust. And once all this has been, we've looked back at, and maybe we can consider their promotion, the team leader role. So yeah, it'd also be good to spend time with the team leader to understand what they do.
Yeah.
How do you feel about that?
Yeah, definitely. That would be something I'm interested in.
Okay. Do you have any further queries or questions or any concerns?
Just one thing really, how do I set my objectives for next year?
Okay, well you have your job description.
Yeah.
So if you use that, look at the objectives of this year, what you completed, look at different, look at areas, get some ideas. If you jot some of them down, what we'll do is we'll meet up again and go through them, make sure they're measurable, realistic, and maybe look at the targets for this year, maybe increase them for next year. So everything you'll be able to do. So does that sound okay?
Yeah, that sounds good. Thank you.
Okay, so just going to summarise a few things. We've got a few actions that's come out of this meeting.
Yeah, both of us.
So for me, I will set up refresher inbound training.
Mm-hmm.
I will speak to team lead about the return to work interviews.
Yes.
I arrange to shadow a team member to see how they work and everything.
Yeah, a high performing team leader. Yeah,
that's it. And arranged also to shadow the team leader when we can see that your performance has increased and everything.
Okay.
So for actions for you, get you to build a relationship with team members.
Yeah.
So you make a start on your objectives, they bring them and we'll look at them to make sure you meet them next year, make sure they're realistic. We're looking to maybe organise an event, maybe get someone to help.
I'll give that some thought as to what might be a good thing to do.
And another thing to increase your performance, so you can be best in class.
Okay.
Does that all sound good?
It sounds good. Thank you very
so
much.
I've jotted my notes down. We'll get you to read it and afterwards I'll type it up and you can sign it and add to your file.
All right, lovely.
Okay, do you have any further questions?
No, that's good. Thank you. It's been a good meeting.
Okay, thank you very much. Speak to you soon.
All right, bye-bye.